Number 22 in the 42 ideas on leadership comes to us from Robert Cialdini. And we're going to look at the book he wrote in 1984, Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion. Even though it's more than 30 years in print, it is still a bestseller, still influencing people on the psychology of persuasion. This book starts by looking at fixed action programs, which is the fact that animals, including humans, very often operate without thinking. The example of the cuckoo is used here, so that a cuckoo bird will come along and lay its egg in the nest of another bird, and then it will abandon the egg. The baby cuckoo hatches before the other eggs and then pushes those eggs out of the nest. The mother bird comes back, sees the cuckoo, believes that the cuckoo is its baby and will feed the cuckoo bird, even to the point when the cuckoo bird is now bigger than the mother that's feeding it. This is because the mother bird is acting from a fixed action program. It's acting out of instinct. Humans also take shortcuts in life and operate using fixed action programs. Normally this is okay, but some unethical people take advantage of these fixed action programs and take advantage of us. By understanding our programming, our fixed action programs and how we can be manipulated, we can protect ourselves, but also we can influence others in an ethical way. There are 6 elements here in the book of the psychology of influence, or influence, the psychology of persuasion, apologies. First one is commitment and consistency. People want to appear consistent. People do not like the appearance of inconsistency. So therefore, this can be used against people. If you can say to people, well, do you believe A? And they say yes. Do you believe B? Yes. Well, if you believe A and B, then you must believe C. Now they've committed to C. You then say, well, if you believe in C, you'll also believe in D. And little by little, by getting people to make small commitments, one after another, you can get them to finally make huge commitments because of this rule of being consistent with their original commitments. Of course, if you can get people to publicly commit, even better. If you can get them to say that they're committing, even better. If it looks that like they're committing, making a commitment freely without being pressured, then they will definitely try to be consistent with these decisions. This is how, for example, Alcoholics Anonymous works. That's a very ethical thing and it helps people, but it's using the power of commitment and consistency. Liking has various elements. We're going to look at 3. The first one is we're influenced by things that are similar or people who are similar to us. So if you believe something and you're telling me something and you're similar to me, then I'm more influenced by that. The next thing is association. If I am talking to you at a party and we're having a great time and we're eating food and we're enjoying ourselves, I will associate my enjoyment with you. So I will be more influenced by you because I'm having a good time. And I think that you're the source of that good time, but really it's because I'm having a good time in your presence. So association. This also comes that, for example, in the past, beautiful women were used to sell cars. This is also connected to that last area then of attractive, that we're more influenced by beautiful people. Beautiful women and handsome men influence us more. Also, the very professional presentations and things that are presented beautifully. The next area is authority. There are 3 areas of authority. First of all, we're influenced by people who have authority because of the qualifications they have, or maybe because of the uniforms that they're wearing, which could be a doctor's uniform or it could be a military uniform. And we're also influenced by people who have authority because of the titles that they have. Again, con artists abuse these areas, titles, uniforms and qualifications, to give them artificial authority, which still influences us. Next area is scarcity. We are influenced by scarcity in 3 areas. If there are very few resources, we want it more. So diamonds become more attractive to us because you can't just find diamonds on the beach. We are more interested and more influenced by information that seems to be scarce. So we love secrets. And if we think that we're the only people who are privy to specific information, we're more influenced by it. And finally, time. If we feel that people only have a certain amount of time and we're getting it, that time appears to be more valuable and we're more influenced by it. Social proof means that, well, if you have a lot of people doing something, then you do it too. Reciprocity is one of the strongest elements. It's what civilization is based on. If you give something, you get something back. However, people who manipulate us also realize that very often what they give is much smaller than what they get back in return. So we have to be careful about what we're actually getting from people and if it is influencing us in other areas. So that if you get a free pen, do we then sign off on an agreement as a result? It's an extreme example. These are the 6 areas then of Cialdini's book: commitment and consistency, liking, authority, scarcity, social proof, and reciprocity. That's number 22 in the 42 Ideas in Leadership. It's Robert Cialdini's book, Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion, originally published in 1984.